Right now at 4 o'clock, with flu and RSV cases on the rise, one area school has canceled the rest of the semester, and we're looking at the effect it's also having on community hospitals. Plus, the new technology unveiled today that's trying to make entering Bank of America Stadium more quick and efficient. And as we near the end of our annual Magical Toy Drive, we're telling you how you can help us in the Salvation Army make sure every child in need has a gift to open on Christmas morning. Thank you for joining us for the news at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Sturtevant. Now for a look at our weather, Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich is here. And Brad, it's just one of those days where you just keep the jacket on all day. Completely different from yesterday.
Yeah, not too bad though. We're still well into the 50s. That's going to have a huge impact on your Sunday forecast.
Keep the jacket and coat on standby. All right, thanks, Brad. This week, North Carolina reporting 5 more flu-related deaths, bringing the total to 14 this flu season. ER visits, along with more people in the hospital, are also trending up as more people are getting sick with the flu, RSV, and COVID. WCNC Charlotte's Jesse Pierre is live just outside of Uptown Charlotte. And Jesse, what are health experts telling you?
Well, I'm here outside of Novant Health, live outside of Uptown. Jesse Pierre, WCNC Charlotte.
All right, thanks, Jesse. And in a developing story, a former police officer is being federally charged in connection to child sex crimes in Rock Hill. Daniel Sheely, right here on your screen, is facing an 18-count indictment for giving out child sex abuse materials. Sheely waived his right to a bond and faces lifetime supervision. A Union County program aimed at making college more accessible is growing. Today, Wingate University and Union County Public Schools announced they're expanding the Wayfind program to Sun Valley and Porter Ridge Middle Schools. The program is currently available to 8th graders at 4 other Union County schools. Now, the program pairs students with mentors from Wingate to help them get ready for college. Now, students who finish are eligible for a full ride to the university. Well, there's a new way to get into Bank of America Stadium, at least for some ticket holders. The stadium partnering with Verizon to offer facial recognition to access your tickets. The plan hoping to make things faster and safer. WCNC Charlotte's Austin Walker joins us live from the stadium in Uptown. And Austin, how will this all work?
Yes, it's actually pretty cool. The entire goal is to streamline the entire admission process. But for now, we are live from Bank of America Stadium. Austin Walker, WCNC Charlotte.
In Austin, at least some good news for Panthers fans after it's been a tough year for fans like myself. All right, thanks, Austin. Our annual Magical Toy Drive is officially nearing its end, and WCNC Charlotte has teamed up with the Salvation Army to make a difference for families in need this holiday season. Our mission is to make sure every child has a present to open on Christmas morning. WCNC Charlotte's Brittany Van Voorhees is at the Christmas Center this afternoon. And Brittany, some families are coming to pick up those gifts today.
Yeah, Nick, so the big distribution day is going to officially start tomorrow and again helping us make a difference. But for now, live here at the Salvation Army Distribution Center in Charlotte, I'm meteorologist Brittany Van Voorhees having an early magical time.
And I just can't get over all the bags behind you. Oh, wow, Brittany. Thank you. And as Brittany mentioned, we're still accepting gifts from children in need, in our area. If you want to donate cash instead, you can do so by scanning the QR code right here on your screen. Or you also have the option to call us here at WCNC Charlotte to make a donation. We have a live phone bank happening right now. That's our staff, and they're waiting to take your call. If you want to make a difference for a child in need, just call the number you see right there on your screen. That's 704-329-3703. Again, that's 704-329-3703. Every dollar counts. And in several minutes, our Colin Mayfield will join us here in studio from the phone bank with more on how things are going. After the break, the latest on Israel's ongoing war with Hamas. We are hearing from some of the families who were held captive by Hamas after their recent meeting with President Joe Biden.
And dry and cool tonight, but we're going to see a couple more days of sunshine before this low pressure system cranks up and affects us this weekend. Coming up, we're talking about a nor'easter. Get ready for wind, rain, and possible power outages in that weekend forecast.
Right now at 5, we're taking a closer look at what protections renters have as the cost of living leaves some worried they could be left without a home.
Plus, South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster is making school safety a priority. We're taking a closer look at his proposed investments in the state budget.
And time is winding down to gift gifts shipped to your loved ones. A look inside a Charlotte post office working hard to make the magic happen this Christmas. We start here, though, tonight. As the cost of living rises, some South Carolina renters are asking, where's the money? Thanks for joining us here at 5. I'm Colin Mayfield.
And I'm Nick Sturdivant, filling in for Vanessa Rufus. A Lancaster mom says her rent has increased by hundreds of dollars over the past 3 years. Now she's worried what's next for her and her daughter.
Yeah, WCNC Charlotte's Caitlin Hagwood is in Lancaster right now with more on this mother's story and what rights an attorney says renters actually have inside South Carolina in tonight's Where's the Money report.
After constant rent increases, Anita Harris says she finds it almost impossible to pay her rent. And one attorney we spoke to says there are few options. Reporting in Lancaster, Caitlin Hagwood, WCNC Charlotte.
Just into our newsroom, new information on last night's deadly shooting in South Charlotte. We first brought you this at 11. CMPD now identifying the victim as 36-year-old Brandy Cox. They say Cox was shot along with one other person on Meadow Ridge Drive just after 9 last night. The other person is expected to make a full recovery. The police are not searching for a suspect, they tell us.
And within the last hour, we've learned 5 more people have died from complications from the flu here in North Carolina, bringing the season's total to 14. That's according to the state health department. The number of people in the hospital with the flu and COVID also on the rise this week.
Let's go to the forecast. Chief meteorologist Brad Panovich said we'd see the 60s today, and we did. It was a glorious day, followed by a glorious sunset, my friend, over Lake Norman. Yeah, look at that. Nick looks good.
I like it. Better than yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely warmer than yesterday. And
That's
that
for
sunset just as spectacular. Some of these high clouds lingering out there. We're trying to push it.
All right, Brad, we'll swing back your way soon to learn more. Thank you. Happening now, though, a suspect in a Charlotte murder is being extradited after being arrested in South Carolina. CMPD tells us that Tavon Dunlap here was arrested in Greenville yesterday. He's charged in the shooting death of Kadeem Lamont last month.
And right now, the Kings Mountain Police Department needs your help finding a missing teen right there on your screen. This is 17-year-old Amelia Upton. Police say she was last seen on video leaving her home with a light-colored book bag shortly after midnight. Now, a note found in her home does indicate that she was running away. Police say Amelia is autistic. If you see her, please call 911.
Governor Roy Cooper and Attorney General Josh Stein are slamming the Republican legislature for what they call discriminatory laws. It has to do with the new Republican-drawn voting districts currently being challenged in court. Other states have gone through this, and so has North Carolina. But in a filing yesterday, Cooper and Stein claim the new maps target black voters in the state by making it harder for them to cast a ballot.
Well, the Bank of America Stadium is sticking around. The Panthers and Bank of America extending the naming rights agreement for the Uptown Stadium today. The original agreement dates back to 2004.
College athletes who transferred twice will be able to play, at least for now. The federal judge today issued a temporary restraining order against the NCAA. Josh Stein and several state attorneys general sued the college governing body. The transfer rule prevented former Charlotte High School football standout and UNC wide receiver Tez Walker from playing earlier this season. Stein says the rule illegally restricts athletes from changing schools and then playing sports. Now to a piece of incredible history sitting in the North Carolina governor's mansion right now. This chandelier on the screen was made in the 1880s in Austria, created in collaboration with Thomas Edison himself, and then donated by a Holocaust survivor.
Yeah, Laura Leslie from our sister station in Raleigh shares its incredible journey to North Carolina.
Is a perfect time to celebrate that.
Well said. Laura Leslie reporting. In 3 minutes, lawmakers in Washington working to take a step towards impeaching President Joe Biden. We're sharing the latest updates from the House floor.
This says President Biden is meeting with the families of people held hostage by Hamas. Tonight, they're pleading to bring their loved ones home amid the intense fighting in Gaza.
And a push to make South Carolina schools safer. You'll hear details on the investment Governor Henry McMaster is proposing in the next state budget. Well, right now, we here at WCNC Charlotte are working to make a difference in our community. We have been for a couple of weeks with a team of people, though. It's not just been us. Our annual Magical Toy Drive is almost over, though. We've teamed up, as I said, with Salvation Army to keep families in need this holiday season. A couple other folks as well, Belk, CR Legal Team, and Tropical Smoothie Cafe. But our mission is to make sure that every child has a present to open this Christmas morning. So we have a live phone bank happening right now. The minutes are ticking away. We've got about 15 more minutes, Nick. I know you've been checking in on things over there.
Yeah.
We're hoping that more folks will call in. The phones haven't been ringing as much as I'd like to hear.
I know, right? We want them to keep ringing.
Yeah.
We're in that final stretch, Colin. We're right there. I just want to say thank you for calling, for donating, even if you dropped by on Saturday and dropped off a gift. This is our phone bank behind us, our hardworking WCNC staff. I got word a few minutes ago that we got a call for a donation for $400. I'm just going to lean on my team back here. Amounts. $100. $250. I think I heard 50 earlier, right before we came back from break. Again, thank you for making a difference. Salvation Army is expected to give gifts to about 13,000 people. Now, I want you to, if you're at home, I want you to think about the time when you were a little kid and Christmas morning hit and you woke up and you ran to the Christmas tree, unwrapped that Christmas gift, and you were so excited. We want kids in our area, thousands of kids in the Charlotte area, to have that same experience come Christmas morning. You still have time to donate. We're in that final stretch. That number is 704-329-3703. Again, Colin, we want those phones to ring, man.
Yes, keep it coming. And of course, this goes until tomorrow. Our toy drive stops tomorrow. You can take those those toys to those Belk locations across the region until tomorrow. And the distribution starts in the Christmas Center as well tomorrow. Nick, thanks for checking in, and thanks for all of you that are helping out. Let's now turn our attention